All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is a live update on our journey of acquiring my offshore weapon, my 40-foot Twin Vee boat. And tonight I'm bringing everyone up to date on where we're at now. And actually, I'm finally to where I have confidence in speaking about it because it just took till yesterday. I added another $100,000 check, and we got our loan approved. And it was a really big thing. So if this is a topic you guys might be interested in learning the trials and tribulations of buying it's almost $700,000 center console. Um, check in with us. But anyway, the it it's been a learning experience. I started out this journey saying, "Hey, this is going to be just like buying a car." Wow, was I wrong? Uh, that was actually funny, actually. Um, but anyway, we've got the loan approval. We got the deposit on the boat. We bumped up the deposit. Nobody's taking my boat, and it's the nicest boat. I'd say the nicest boat, 40-foot Twin Vee in the United States. And there's a couple other ones floating around, but I really like this one the best. And you know, uh, it's going to be tremendous. So uh, we want to reconnect with the people, the dream and the logic about this decision. We chose Twin Vee because uh, basically there's another major player in this space, and I knew I couldn't afford that. I would have never passed that credit check for those guys. That was out of my space. And this boat, I had to reach out and just barely get. I had a 56-foot Ocean with sport fish boat with twin 800 horse cat diesels. It was beautiful, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, big flying bridge, beautiful boat. But I wanted to go faster, and I wanted to stop taking the house with us, and just to be a fishing boat. And I think we're really there. And then I met up with a Twin Vee and test drove it. Wow, I love this boat. Man, it cannot rock. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if it is capable of even rocking, going from side to side, up and down. Because I was driving it 50 miles an hour in 3-foot waves out in the ocean, and it's just flat. It's like driving an aircraft carrier around in the ocean. And so anyway, uh, we're going to be, and one of the big things why I chose Twin Vee is the safety factor. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I've seen other boats. I don't want to mention their names, but the sides of the boat are like mid thigh. This thing's up to my chest. I'm standing to get out of this boat. You have to climb up and over and out. This is really safe. And I just had my 75th birthday. I don't want to be flying around a boat. I want to stay in the boat. I'm wearing my life preserver. I'm being clicked into the dashboard. I'm doing all the safety things because, it's in everybody's mind. There's been some accidents offshore, and we're going to do it the safe way. So, we selected our brand. I selected the size. I actually thought from test driving other boats and other size boats that a 34 catamaran and a 36 doesn't ride like a 40. It seems like it has to be 40 foot long to work to be a level, actually to be an aircraft carrier, And that must be like a new, category of boats, an aircraft carrier, but a personal owned aircraft carrier. But anyway, so we're moving along. The finance was a big hurdle. We got that done yesterday. I had to go back down to Boaters World, which has been super, super helpful, a really professional operation. all through this. They got me through it, and I really appreciate it. And now we're in the fun part. We have their service manager, a young man named Chris, is he's putting underwater lights on it. Just a couple little options I wanted personally. One of the things I have big electric reels, and I'm not too worried about them. Those things are tanks. But I also have some little bait rods, so I'm having them put on some rod holders on the side, like so we can hang the bait rod holders. I'm sorry, bait rods up along the sides, and they'll be up out of the way and safe. And I don't want poles sticking up where somebody says from a block away, "Hey, that's a fishing boat. Let's go rob it." I want everything kind of closed away. And then one of the things we got, which was really cool, our insurance company, who this has been a great journey. We met up with, we looked at some bad actor boat companies, not saying who they are, but we weren't comfortable. My wife even tapped out. I said, "Hey, come on, I found this place, Boaters World. Let's go look." She said, "No, it's okay. You go without me." She tapped out on the whole process. And anyway, we made great friends at Boaters World, found some real professionals, and now we, through Clay at Life by the Bow on another channel that I like to watch, he recommended H&H Boat Insurance. So we were lucky we got them and hooked up with them. And one of the things they insisted on, we got insurance through them. We signed up for that. And but they wanted to put in an anti-theft device. And it's pretty cool. I'm not allowed to tell you the name of the brand or what it looks like. And I had a 38 Jupiter before this boat where it had one on. I never found it. I had that boat 11 years. I never knew where the anti-theft device was. It's like, no, you pay a subscription, and they monitor the boat. But if it's disappeared, you call them up and say, "Hey, where is my boat now?" Man, that's really nice. Like, oh, it's sitting in Havana, drinking mojitos. So anyway, I thought that was a good ad. So we're getting that done, and I'm sure this kid Chris this young man at Boaters World, he's probably done 20 of them. So that's great. And then so we got just 3 little devices, and then I guess basically after that they're going to take the boat to Fort Pierce, and we'll sea try it. I get to drive it around, and then at some point the factory will provide a captain, and that gentleman will drive me around and teach me how to operate this boat, because this is like just because I could pay for like a Learjet, you can't set me in a cockpit and say, "Okay, drive this Learjet." It's a lot. I mean, I couldn't even turn the engines on because my boats always had throttles and push button starts, and this has nothing. The computer goes sequentially left to right, boom, 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 to start the 4 engines. And there's shutdown sequences and things like that. I don't know even how to turn on the Garmin system that runs it all. And it has 2 24-inch screens. They're humongous screens. And one of the things too I want to add is a 111. It's called a number 111 depth sounder module that shoots the depth sounder energy down into the bottom. And because this Garmin has I think it's a 3 kVA machine to read the bottom and look for fish, which I've had them that big, but I've never had. This is so modern. I've never had it in a touch screen, and especially a 24-inch touch screen. So anyway, we're getting there, and I think we're still 2-3 weeks out from getting. I had to go to West Marine and get lines and bumpers and things like that, which will be fun. We had to go shopping for the boat, but we're actually moving right along, and it's been quite a process. And also one of the things now, my wife yelled at me where I had to clear up where we're taking a boat to. When we get it, um, we're going to be right up the street from Twin Vee in Fort Pierce, and then we're going to be taught for a couple days how to dry the boat. And then once they're ready to let me go free, I'm taking a boat to Meridian Marina in Palm City, Florida, which is a beautiful facility. It's a Category 5 hurricane structure. So basically, that's where I should go if it's a hurricane. I'm going inside, sit with my boat. But we've been talking to Jeannie there. She's really been helpful, and she got us a cradle that the boat's going to sit on, so the forklifts will never touch this boat. I thought the forklifts would get under there and pick it up, and I'd be all nervous, but they have a wide steel, um, like a platform that the boat comes in on, and then the forklift picks up the steel platform, and it has a big V in the center, and it centers the boat between the two hulls. So this is learning a whole new thing for us. It's really an awesome experience, um, and it's going to be um, it's going to be a nice end product when we get where we can drive. So anyway, before we get close to wrapping this up, we want anybody, if you're a fish head and you like this content, write in our comments fish head, and we're building a tribe of people that want to go offshore fishing. They want to see catamarans in action, and we're going to be all over the Bahamas with this boat. And we want to tell the story of the Twin Vee and a 40-foot Twin Vee and 400 Mercuries, and I won't try and bore everybody with too many pictures of fish, but I'm going to search in the Bahamas for a 100-pound wahoo. That's my goldfish. And I've caught a lot of big fish, marlins, and 66-pound dolphin, mahi mahi, but I've never caught a 100-pound wahoo. And last year I caught a 66-pounder, which I thought was a big fish. But there's a lot bigger out there. And man, I like eating raw sashimi wahoo. That's like the best eating fish in the world. So anyway, it's going to be a cool year. We're planning on doing 60. I mean, this is this is a live stream that we're going to convert into a video, but and they'll all be converted. But we're going to do 2 live streams a week and 1 or 2 videos a week. And we're thinking that by August, we'll have 60 pieces of content out there rattling around. And
the other thing I was going to mention is once you get the boat, once you're out there on the boat, we're actually going to go live while we're fishing on the boat. So up and coming in the future, when we're out there in the Bahamas, talk to me a little bit about that. We'll go live when you're actually catching one.
Well, we're going to use a Starlink Mini, and we have this cool battery set up. I think it lasts for 9 hours, and we're planning on using it. We're going to go live from the boat, live from the dock, if the mosquitoes aren't too bad. Which, man, I mean, at 4:30, you just about got to get somewhere else. But I've been in some docks in the Bahamas where the mosquitoes are so bad. But or we'll just be sitting offshore, right out from the dock, away from the mosquitoes, doing a live stream, recapping the day, and showing the fish we caught, and what our adventure was, and what we plan on doing. And I got a pretty good network. If somebody says that, they're really fishing here, the fish are really biting, well, we're going, and we plan on, if we can politically, I want to go back to Havana. I've been to Havana quite a bit, and I have a lot of friends there, and we want to go there, but who knows with that situation, whether you can or not. But I've never caught good fish there either. But it's a good spot to go, and that could make some interesting content. But so we're going to do a lot. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to be able to travel around safely, and pretty fast. My other boat did about 24 miles an hour, and this boat we should be able to conservatively cruise at 50, and it holds 800 gallons of gas, so we don't have to worry about getting gas. And also, with my other boat, my big diesel boats, I never knew how much was. I used to put a stethoscope on and go down the engine room and knock on the tank, you know, and hey tank, are you in there? Fuel, you know, because the gauges were really unreliable. Where this thing uses computers to tell you how much fuel, how much range you have left. And you can always slow it down and go a lot further too, you know.
Yeah, I
So
bet those 24-inch dual Garmin screens are going to have so much technical information
yeah,
that they're going to provide the captain. You know, you've got everything under the sun in that thing. It's going to be a whole different
yeah.
world than a traditional boat.
And it has sensors. Like I never had a boat with sensors. You know, we had steam gauges on our Caterpillars, you know, and those my engines before, I have to admit, my engines, they didn't know if they were pushing a bulldozer or running a boat down the ocean. They didn't know what they were doing. These things are real outboards. I'm really excited about these Mercuries, and we actually have a lot of learning curve, you know, on that. I mean, there's apparently there's a door on the top that you have to open and check the oil. So I was knocking on the door and like, yo, I have no idea even how to open that door. There's a lot, and I think one thing, because we have gotten pretty good at making videos. We can make a training video for ourselves, and I'm sure we'll be referring back to the video. How the heck did we get the door open on the engines to check the oil? And you know, but it's going to be cool where we're going to Meridian Marina. There'll be no problem. I think, I don't know. I want to just say there's 500 boats in there, so there'll be guys coming to. You know, the Mercury guys will be coming there. You know, different techs. And so we won't be on our own. That's one of the good things about going to Meridian Marina, and it's a beautiful facility. And we just had to figure out where's the closest place to get a sandwich from, you know. And our type of problems, you know, first world problems. Where can we get a good sandwich at, and have them wrapped for the boat for tomorrow.
Right.
But this is going to be nice. They have like a concierge service there, where we can just call and say, hey, we're going to be there in a couple hours. Would you put on 500 pounds of ice? Make sure the fuel's topped off, and you know, have it sitting in the water, and we just show up and go, you know. And so it's going to be fun. And we want to go back to Key West Yacht Club from there. I've been a member of Key West Yacht Club for, I'd have to do the math, but since 1991, I've been a member. And I was Commodore for years there. And but I want to go back and see my people. And
we're pulling with a Twin Vee, brand new Twin Vee coming in. It's just going to be nice. I think people are going to say, "Oh, that's Bob." No kidding.
Yeah. Oh no, everybody knows. There's no secrets in Key West Yacht Club, but it's going to be cool. And I have a lot of friends there. I don't know if I really want to do too much fishing because it's gotten to be pretty intense fishing. We're in the Bahamas, you just go fishing. Yeah, there's no rules, just right. Actually, I got stopped last year by the Bahamian fish. I guess, you know, police, whatever they were, and Royal Bahamian Defense Force. And they jumped on my boat and they checked, and they were going to check the fish, but I said, "Come on in to the air conditioning," and everybody got sodas. And that was, but they took an hour off in the air conditioning. Okay, thank you, and they left. And I didn't really get checked, but I didn't.
The old air conditioning.
I'm not like catching one extra fish illegal to get. If I get run out of Bahamas, where am I going?
Right.
You know, so we're never breaking any rules. But Florida has a lot of rules that you know, at 75 years old, I think this is interesting. A lot of people don't realize when you're 65, you don't have to buy a fishing license anymore. And which is about the only perk of being 65. But interestingly enough, from 65 to 75, that's 10 years. I lost track of all the rules, you know, because they didn't apply to me basically. And we were fishing the Bahamas, and I haven't had a fishing license. So I know there's like descending devices. If you cook a fish, you want to release it. And I don't even know what they look like. There's these concepts of you know, what you have to have. So I don't even think I could be legal fishing there.
Well, it's like,
I don't know the rules.
You know, you don't know. That's the trick part of it. It's like once you become 65, oh, I don't have to buy a license. I don't have to do all that. then suddenly, regulations are popping up. You're not made aware of it. And sometimes it's like,
No.
oh, this is a brand new regulation that just came out this year. It's hard to keep up with
Yeah.
it all.
I'd be meeting my friend Dennis Ward. He's the prosecutor, a buddy of mine. And boy, he would love to get his hands on me. And, because I always used to kid him a lot. And anyway, the kidding would go on. But so I think I'm going to go down and have a nice time, ride around in golf carts and stuff, eat a lot of shrimp, and then come on back. We'll just take it for a scenic ride,
Well, I think in the beginning, Bob, you have to you got to get some hours of cruising.
Yeah,
so you
we
get
do.
more comfortable with the boat. Besides the training.
I think we got to break it in too,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Where you can't go like 50 miles an hour for hours. You have to go up and down.
Yeah.
I know there's a procedure, but of course I don't know what it is, but they'll tell us.
Yeah. And that's the other cool part is when you first get in this, after that training period, they say, here's the boat. Oh shit,
Yeah.
now it's yours.
It doesn't even have a key, you know?
Right, there's no key.
It don't even have a key.
Touch screen, like,
Yeah.
you gotta like.
Maybe it takes my fingerprint or
Yeah,
something.
right.
I don't know.
But yeah, once you get out there cruising, you're gonna be testing the boat for yourself to understand how where its sensitive parts are. Like, oh wow, it doesn't react here. Oh my god, it reacts perfect every time. So
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
I mean, to my way of thinking too, we don't even have to use a steering wheel. I mean, there's that knob, joystick knob, and I don't even think you just push a button, go, and then you push a button on the screen where you're going to, bloop, and the boat just takes you there.
It's kind of like an autopilot in a way.
It is autopilot, yeah. And
That's kind of nice.
And then I think if you want to, like, say there's a log in the water, you would just take the knob and just go around it, And
then
anyway,
the boat, once you went around, the boat would just retract.
Put itself
the
back where
course.
it belongs.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
This is all the stuff we had to
learn how to
be
do.
trained on. But my last boat had a lot of, because it had Garmin electronics, had a lot of that stuff. But the steering wheel did work on my other boat. I'm not even sure it works on this boat.
Right, how does this work?
Because on my 38 Jupiter had stainless steel tie rods. It had 3 engines, and this thing has 4, but they're not tied together. So I think the computers are running them independently. So
right.
It's going to be cool. We're going to have a lot of fun. This is going to be a great journey, trying to figure all this stuff out. Going fishing. We're going to go down in front of Mar-a-Lago and wave to everybody back on the shore, and we're going to laugh and just keep going. And there's I want to go to Lauderdale with a boat. I love going to Mar-a-Lago down there, and is that the right name? Anyway, a big hotel, and I love it that we're just going to go to the Tyondo and go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
See ya. You need me, I'll be at the restaurant.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize, I think, out there, when you have a boat like this, it gives you such a freedom. When you're on that water, you can choose, hey, well, we've got the whole coastline. We can stop here, we can stop there. And you kind of make that day excursion. It's not just, you don't have to go like cruising around. You can make little stops if you like. It's kind of nice. A boat, I've only owned one boat in my life, but I feel like it gives you a sense of freedom when you're out there in the ocean.
Yeah, no, it really
So
does.
cool.
And I like running my boats in the evening too, like not dark so much, but right before dark, coming up to Lauderdale Inlet or Miami Inlet, and coming in, it was really cool. But actually, even from what I understand, Miami Beach Inlet's changed so much, which we're going to go down to the boat show in February, and we got to find out. But I believe we're not even allowed in the main ship channel now. That's for all the cruise ships. We have to go to like a next further down inlet, and I don't know that way,
Right. Well, it's all discovery.
I'm
right?
Mr. Obsolete, but we're gonna figure it out,
You're going to be more than
Yeah.
You'll be the opposite of obsolete. You'll be
Yeah.
relevant.
No, it's good. And then from there to Bimini is only like 46 miles, man. And we're going to be in the Bahamas. And one of the things I'm interested in, we're going to pay a 2-year entrance fee or tax or some kind of thing. And we're just going to be hanging out over there, multiple entry type of deal. And then when we come back to the United States, you go on your phone, and it's called Click to Clear, and that just checks you in automatically. It normally only takes about 10 minutes, and sometimes you get a guy or you just get a text back say you're in,
Right.
and of course they don't want to leave us taxpayers out anyway. Come on back,
Yeah, right.
But
We want those taxpayers.
yeah, but it's funny, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to go from Palm City, Florida, out to Jupiter, or I'm sorry, would that be Jupiter? No, out Stewart Inlet,
Mhm.
down to Jupiter, and I'm a little bit afraid of Jupiter Inlet. We'll use Palm Beach Inlet. It's a lot safer, and going in there, and so it's going to be a nice time. We're going to have quite an adventure with this new boat, and I hope everybody can come along, all you fish heads, and we're going to catch some fish, and I want to meet up with some of the other people that I know. I have a bunch of my friends coming in June and July. Last year we were over there for a couple months, made a lot of new friends. We have some Bahamian friends we're going to meet up with, and we even went to a Pitbull concert last year, and I thought I was going to die from the sound waves. It was so loud, but I survived. So I'm tested to like 1,000 decibels.
That's true.
Holy mackerel, that was an incredible
Impressive.
experience. But that was in Atlantis Marina. I'm sorry, Atlantis Casino and Marina in Nassau, and we had a really great time there. And we want to do it. We're welcome back. They'd like to have us come on back. And I didn't grab a lot of their money at the casino and take it home with me. That's for sure.
Yeah,
But,
they might have took some.
yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, they
That was a
just-
lose. That was a losing.
Yeah,
I lost that war, but
you
anyway.
lost that war.
Yeah, we had a really good time though.
That's cool.
So
Very cool.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
And
Well, we've got any questions out there? No questions right now. Hey, but before we go, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Project Twin Vee, the little episode that we're going to be putting out in the next couple of days here. Maybe you want to talk about we can show them maybe the little sneak peek of it or something.
yeah, let's do that.
You wanna see
Let's
that?
yeah, if we can.
Yeah. Let's put on the little sneak peek. Give us 1 second. All right, and
I love this Project Twin Vee.
yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It's our journey to an offshore weapon.
That's right. That's right. All right. Here's the sneak peek.
This is Project Twin Vee with Bob Harvey.
Well, today's the day, dear. We finally made it.
Quote our old neighbor, Mel
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah, today's the
Today's
day.
the day.
But we've been waiting for this day. I couldn't sleep. I mean, this is
I know.
big.
Go check out that boat, lock it all down, get Dude's boat.
Go birds. And 40 foot long. This thing's an aircraft carrier. Look at this. This is for real. This is where I love hanging out. This is like my office. Is this thing gonna eat some waves or what? Like, these are nice. Oh man, this is a nice place to ride. Are you kidding me? Look at these engines. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. The first fish we're going to pull in it's going to be a wahoo. And I know right where to go to get the big ones.
This is Project Twin Vee with Bob Harvey.
This down, I just want to mention something. If you're part of this tribe, if this journey makes sense to you, write Fishhead in the comments. And we want to keep track of everybody. That's how I know who was here before this boat ever hit the water. And if you're a Fishhead, you're not subscribed, fix that right now. Hit subscribe, turn notifications on. That dumbass bell, that dumbbell. I had to make a joke about that. I get a kick out of it. But Fishheads don't watch from the sidelines. Get right in here. And when we're doing fishing, you're going to be telling us what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right. And we'll all learn together. I'm excited. And thank you guys for watching in. God bless.